There we go. I think we're live here. Just set everything up. Let me know if you can hear me. Let's see. There we have the chat as well. Hi, Ingna. Are you excited about your Oslo trip? Hey, Stephanie. How are you? Let me know how the sound is. I have some music in the background. I don't know if you can hear it at all, but let me know. Oh, look at you saying hi to each other. It's so sweet. Hi, Edu. Sound is good. Okay, great. So what are you guys up to tonight? Yes, I'm so ready for that weekend. It's gonna be awesome. Yes, I checked out the band. It sounded really nice. So I think it's gonna be cool. Ingman, you go way back. Of course you do. We all do. Yes, hello, lovelies. Working. Oh, it's 1:30 p.m. I completely forget about the time difference all the time. How is work? Is it hectic? I was so ready to get off for having a weekend now. It was just, ugh. It's hard getting back to work after having been on vacation. You know, I'm not going to complain at all. It's like first world problems for sure, but it's hard. But it feels good to finally have a few days off, and then there's like one day of work, and then there's Tuesday off as well. So it's going to be a bit of a shorter week next week, and I look forward to that. So does the work is cool, just doing billing, but yes, it's a pain to get back into the swing of it. Yes, it is. It takes a bit of time. It's an adjustment. After having been gone and like experiencing really summer again and sleeping in and just working creatively every day and then coming back to doing the grind here, it's hard. You look so cute. Thank you, Edu. Thank you. Yes, and I have every other week. I have a short week and a long week, which in the short weeks, that's the week where I have Leander. Then I work from 8:45 until 3:30. But then I have the long weeks when Leander is at his dad's, and then I work from 8:45 until 6 in the evening. And I have like the long week right after my vacation, so that too. Agreed, it looks really cute. Thank you. Well, I don't very often do my hair up anymore just because it's so short now. I used to do it a lot more when it was longer, but now it's finally growing into a length where I can do stuff with it. Hi, Steph. Hope you're well. I'm Lydia. How are you? You guys are so sweet talking to each other in the chat. I love it. What I was saying about long weeks. Oh, like I have every other week I have different kind of shifts. So when I have Leander at home, I have short shifts from 8:45 until 3:30, and when I have or when Leander goes to his dad, I have longer shifts. Then I work 8:45 until 6 in the evening to kind of compensate for the shorter shifts that I have on the other weeks. So those days are quite a bit longer. She can't stop being perfect. It's annoying. No one's perfect, Edu. No one's perfect. Are you done with work now, Edu? Ooh, that is a nice arrangement. That's cool. Yes, it is a nice arrangement, and it gives me a bit more freedom and lets me have more time with Leander when he's here. And whenever he's with his dad, then I don't need that much time on my. Well, it's nice to have free time then as well, but if I'm doing something, it's usually in the evening anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Do you have Leander 1 week on, 1 week off? Yes. We switched on Friday, so Leander came to me this Friday. So it's my week on now. And we're gonna try some whiskey today. I bought the Lafroig, and that's not really a tasting because I know exactly how that tastes like, unless there's something wrong with the one that I got. Let's hope that it isn't. But I also got 3 other whiskeys when I was on my way home from Amsterdam. I've tried one of them before this one that I bought on my way home from, where was it? From Texas, I think. Yes, I'm home now and all fed and chilling. Feed and chilling. That's nice. It's how a Friday is supposed to be. And hopefully it will be for you too, Stephanie, when the time comes. How long do you have to work today? And have you signed up for that whiskey tasting, Stephanie? Maybe you should just come to Norway and we can do the whiskey tasting right here. Either you're in Portugal, right? I think it's Portugal. Well, you work from home today, so probably 3 days. Well, that's nice. Then it's not that long way to go then. It's nice to have some downtime to work at home. I would love to have the opportunity to work more from home. How long is that? I could be there about 15 hours. Sure. Come, get over here. Right. Yeah, okay, so it was Portugal. That's what I thought. So, Idu, what does one do when one goes to Portugal? I've never been there. There are local whiskey tastings regularly here, so just have to find one. Okay, cool. I've never been to a proper whiskey tasting before. I've been to like wine tastings, and I experienced a wine festival while in Bucharest. Very randomly, they had a street food and wine festival while I was there, and the wine festival was inside of the Palace of Parliament, which that part of the Parliament usually isn't open, apparently. And we went there, and you paid 15 lays, which is about, would it be $3-4 maybe? And then you would get a glass when you entered, and you could just bring your glass to any stand, any distributor of wine, and also some cognac as well, would just serve you their wine. They would ask you, like, what kind of wines do you like? Do you like it dry, fruity, red or white, rosé? And they would just fill up your glass and you can taste, and there was no spit bucket there to say. So I ended up walking out of that wine tasting past tipsy. But it was fun. And so random. I had no idea that it was going on either. So, which whiskey are you drinking? I'm not drinking a whiskey yet. I haven't opened it. But the ones that I wanted to try out when we see if more people come or not are, oh, I'm gonna grab the box. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is a box with 3 whiskeys in it. I've tried one of them before. I bought a big bottle of it. I think it was on my way home from Texas last year. And it was really good. It is the Jameson Lively that I tried. So I have opened that one. I had that with me when Kaya and I did the Mojito live stream. But there's also 2 other editions in this box. So this is the box. I have it right here. So it has the round, the lively, and the bold. So there's the 3 ones. I'll be back. Okay, be right back, Stephanie. I won't try them before you get back. A lot of castles, old monuments, beautiful beaches. It's an old country of kings and queens. Cool. That sounds interesting. Amen. Cool, good ones, or at least the first ones you tasted. Yes, there were actually a few really good wines. I tried some of the Romanian red wine was really heavy and very strong in their taste, so a bit too heavy for my taste. But they had some really nice rosé, and I tried a couple of red wines that were nice. And the later in the evening, I remember liking a lot of them, but it could be that I was just getting beyond tipsy. But I did try a really amazing 28-year-old cognac. And I'm not really that into cognac. I'm more of a whiskey girl than a cognac girl. But that one was actually quite good. I can't for the life of me remember the name of it, but I do think I have some video footage of trying it. So hopefully the name will be in that video. I haven't really gone through the video footage yet. It's just been one thing after the other after I got home, lots of work, and I've been tired. But hopefully sometime during this weekend I will be able to get started on the editing at least. Yes, it was interesting, and the whole setting was just weird. Like the street food festival, they had food trucks all over the court outside of the Palace of Parliament, and the Palace of Parliament in Bucharest. It's humongous. It's so huge. It's like the perfect imagery of someone who is just grown obsessed with themselves and with power. To see how Shevchenko like built this insane building. It has over 1,100 rooms, and it's so heavy that the whole structure is constantly sinking like a few millimeters every year. So it's just insane, and most of it is not even in use anymore, just because the parliament doesn't want to let all of these different people in there. So they have a few offices there for the parliament, and they have a couple of museums there and some guided tours. But a lot of it is not even being used, and they weren't even finished building it when they stopped. At some point, they were just like, "Okay, it's enough. We're not going to do this anymore." So that was really interesting. Unfortunately, me and brown spirits doesn't work due to earlier accidents. Okay, then I will not suggest brown spirits for you next weekend. I make no promises for myself. How bad were the accidents? And were they just accidents on your part, or did they involve other people? I really haven't had that much of like proper hangover accidents when it comes to brown liquor, just because it's not something that I usually get like, proper drunk on. So, Norwegian beer muffins. Okay, so julebord. The one kind of spirit that I can handle apparently is and I don't know if I don't think it's because of the alcohol percentage or anything, but because one time I had it and got properly like sick, and I hadn't had that much, but I drank Bacardi raspberry uh, in some kind of drink. And during that night, I got really sick. And like I said, I didn't have that much to drink. I had like 2 or 3 drinks. Um, but I got proper sick. And for some reason, my brain is just latched onto that. And so whenever I smell a Bacardi Ras drink or just Bacardi Raspberry, I will instantly get nauseous. So I can't have that. And back when I wasn't a vegan, the thing that was really like my nemesis when it comes to drinks were White Russians. Um, that never really went the way that it was supposed to go. Stephanie says I'm the same with tequila. Oh yeah, Haven't we talked about that once before? This feels very, it feels like we've talked about this before. I, on one hand, have never had like a really bad experience with tequila, but I haven't really had that much of it either. I've stayed away from it. So, Christina was like drunk early. Oh, I was dying. Oh, shit. Stephanie sent me an Instagram video of a girl that is just trying to order sambucas uh, at what looks like the bar, and it turns out she's so drunk, and then it turns out she's like trying to order drinks from the DJ. He says I cannot stand tequila, hot and sweet, a Fernet. I actually really like Fernet. Like, not a lot of it, but a tiny Fernet now and again. I think it's kind of nice. Yes, we talked about it. Haha, tequila is pretty popular among college crowds. Yes. That meme made me dry heave. Yes, it was hilarious. Or Sambuca or Julius. Wow, you've had some bad experiences in that. If all of these are because of past accidents. Oh. Yeah, I think one of the reasons why I never went through the really bad tequila drunkenness is because of around the time when my friends were partying, getting drunk on tequila. I was about 20 or in the beginning of my 20s, and I had just had Leander, so I wasn't really partying as much as the other kids were doing. So I think I just skipped that part and and went for somewhat of a more adult way of drinking. Wow, I mean, what can you drink? Good question, Stephanie. Ida says, be right back. Okay, we'll see you soon, Ida. Yeah, I mean, what do you drink? Is like beer only? Stephanie, I didn't have too much crazy alcohol experience either. No. Of course, I've had a few experiences, but not really that many. And I feel as if people have a lot of really good drunken stories, and I don't really have many of those. I've been proper drunk many times, but I don't tend to do weird stuff. I get really chatty, and I just love everyone. But apart from that, and then I get red wine brave, as I call it. So whenever I have something cooped up inside of me, something that I've been wanting to ask someone, but I haven't dared to, that tends to come out when I'm getting red wine brave. The outcome isn't always very nice, but it would probably end up with the same outcome anyways. Ingrid says, yes, I took a bartender course some years ago, and I'm very experimenting with drinks, including some varieties. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Stephanie, my parents always let me have a glass of wine or beer, so I didn't go too crazy and sloshy in my early 20s. Drunk, yes, but not wasted and belligerent. Yes, that sounds very much. My parents wouldn't let me drink until I was. Well, they didn't properly let me drink until the year I turned 18. But I did try a few times before that. Sorry, Mom and Dad, if you're watching, but I'm pretty sure you already knew. And I don't have that many times that I can think back on that I was wasted. That rarely has ever happened. I've been drunk, and I've had a few times where I've had some black holes throughout the night, but properly wasted. The only time I can remember that is like one Christmas party at work. That was a big Christmas party thing with a lot of other companies, and what I assume happened at that party was that someone actually drugged my drink. I had 2 glasses of wine and 1 drink, and then I can't remember anything for the rest of the evening. Luckily, the people that I worked with were with me all of the night, so nothing happened, but that was kind of scary the day after. Edu drinking channel. I rarely drink. I feel out of place here. Oh, sorry, Edu. So it is the age is 20 here, but by 18 I was allowed enough just for a taste on special occasions. It helped because then I didn't make a fool of myself later. Yes. I think it's more important to grow up and have a healthy relationship with drinking than like it being super taboo. So I think that's smart. He says, let's just say that I can be thirsty, both on beer and spirits and red wine now and then. Sorry, you do. Maybe change topic. Well, we can change completely the topic because we were going to try the whiskey, but sure, we can talk about other things as well. But we will get back to the whiskey pretty soon. Yes, I feel like this is a trending thing. We often end up talking about drinking and partying, but mainly because I feel that we meet up at the hangouts and then we're in a good place and we're had somewhat of a party. So he just says no, feel free. Okay, as long as you don't feel too out of place, then let us know. We will stop and talk about something else. Yeah, so is it complete like the drinking age in the US is 21? Does that go for all kinds of alcohol? Is that beer and wine as well? I can never remember that if it's everything or just some things. I can always open one of these while we're on the subject. So guys, which one should we go for first? The round or the bold? Okay, I will read the difference. The bold, it says, intense and robust with a whack of spices. It will take you by storm. And the round says, rich and ripe with toasted wood tones, balanced to perfection. So what do you say, guys? Bold or round? Isn't it state regulated as in 21? You can buy a gun with 18, right? Portugal is a great port wine, amazing. Oh, yes, you do. That's insane that you can buy a gun before you can buy a beer. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. 21 for alcohol, but 18 you can go to war. Yeah. Gotta live a little before you can drink, apparently. So yes, guys, let me know. Bold or round? This is up to you guys. Let's have a meetup in Portugal. That would have been really fun. Stephanie says round. Save the bold for last. Smooth first so you don't destroy the taste buds. Good choice, guys. So we're gonna go for round. I thought this was a really great idea that they did this with the limited editions because I knew that I liked the lively because I bought that after I had some Jameson, or I had quite a lot of Jameson when I was in Texas. And then I wanted to buy some Jameson on my way home, and then they had some special offer on the special edition lively at the tax free. And I ended up buying that, and I really liked that. And then when I was headed home from Amsterdam, I thought that the Lafroig was a bit expensive at the moment right then, and I wanted to buy something else, but I didn't want to get the special editions of Jameson in the big bottles just because I didn't know if I liked them. And then I saw this package with all 3 in smaller bottles, which were perfect. Yes, these are the ones that I bought on my way home from Amsterdam. If Steph say round, I say round. Oh wow. It does have a really round flavor, actually. Now I'm getting so used to the Lafroig, which is such a strong whiskey. The other ones feel a bit, not tame, but yes. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it had a much more rich flavor when it got out of the bottle. And I didn't really pour this much. The ice had already melted a little bit. It's good. It definitely tastes like a Jameson. Like, but it has a bit of a more roundness to it. I think I would have expected it to be a bit more different from Jameson than it is, but it's good. Lafroig is an Islay. Lafroig, yes. It's from, oh, let me see, because Islay single malt, yes. So this is the Lafroig. Which is, it's just become one of my, I love Islay, yes. I'm scared to start with Lafroig. Yes, I don't think you should start with that one. It's just, it's too intense, I think, to start from. Is it from France? No, it's from Scotland. And the Jameson, or these ones, the round and the bold and the lively, they're from Ireland. This actually does, now I think it feels a bit tame, and it's not because of the water, but I think it's missing somewhat of a punch that I like the whiskey to have. I'm not really sure about this one. So Ingrid, the place where the concert is, have you been there before? Either it's only for Bravehearts, yes. Scotland is one of the places where I would really like to go soon, and it would be so cool to be able to visit the distillery. One of the guys that I met in Bucharest that I know from beforehand, he works as a bartender and he travels around the world for a tequila brand. And he had actually visited both, I think, at least the Jameson distillery in Ireland, and I think he had visited Lafroig one as well, but I'm not sure. But I think that would be really cool. And they had this gimmick thing that, especially, I don't know if it's every kind of Lafroig, but especially this 4 Oak edition that I have, which is a traveler's edition. You can only get it at duty-free shops. I think you can get it like specially ordered other places too, but it's rarely in the regular shops. So whenever you buy that one, at least, you get this little pamphlet. Maybe I even have it here still. Oh, let me see. You get this little pamphlet, and it says, "Claim your free square foot of our island." and there's a code there, and you can go to the, and it's just a dumb gimmick thing, but I like it. I like it when brands do this, when they kind of connect with their consumers. So you get this code, and you can go to their website, and then you can claim your square foot of land, and they encourage you to come and put your flag on that square foot of land, and I think it's kind of cool. Now I'm curious, because I have claimed one before, so when I'm going to claim this one as well, can I expand my part or do I get a square foot in a totally different place? No Never is my buddy lead singer in St. Bennett's, who's established a whole concert with the bar, so I think he also booked the other two bands. Okay, cool. Is it a close friends of yours? Close friends. Is it a close friend of yours? It's so awesome that you're gathering people to support, and you're coming all this way to support your friend. It's awesome. Fun fact, if whiskey is spelled like this, it's from Scotland or Canada, spelled with an E as well. It's from the USA or Ireland. Yes, I know, that's kind of cool. And I used to always confuse the two, and I was never sure which one was which. I didn't know about the US and the Canada thing, though, so that's new for me. But the Ireland and Scotland difference I knew about. But I used to confuse the two until I fell in love with the Lafroig. And then, because I know that that one is without an E, then I always remember that that's the Scottish version. And it's always funny whenever I travel, or most of the times when I travel outside of Norway and I order a Lafroig in a bar, and I think this is, well, probably because people don't order it that often, as well as the red hair. People always ask me if I'm from Scotland, and I'm like, no. Yes, his wouldn't go all the way to Oslo for a concert with a hobby band. Not, I guess. Well, could have seen it just as an opportunity to go. Who knows? Could have been other reasons for you to come to Oslo. What do I know? But yes, that's cool that you come along all this way to support him. They seem like a cool bunch. I saw some of the videos they had on their Facebook. So I'm so excited about it being the weekend now. Finally. I feel like I was waiting for it all day today. And it was even really hard to get up this morning. Cool, it's a fun bunch of people to hang out with. Okay, I look forward to that. It's always fun when people that you kind of randomly know end up being a way to connect with other people. I just love how that happens. I experienced that on the Bucharest trip as well. Stephanie's wondering what's going on this weekend. Ingve is coming to Oslo for a concert that a friend of his is playing in Oslo. So he invited me to come along, and I said yes. So that's going to be really cool. This weekend cannot come soon enough. I'm so exhausted. But yes, it's not going on this weekend, but next weekend. Yes, I feel exhausted too. The last few days have just, they've been so long. And I feel like I haven't gotten to do all the things that I wanted to do. I have tons of footage for 2 or 3 videos that I need to edit, and I need to film some stuff, and I just haven't had time. Do you guys know each other in real life? No, we've only met through the Hangouts and the live streams. So I am joining in. As I said, you invited Leif as well, so we'll see if he comes. And there's going to be a group of people, all strangers to me, but hopefully not at the end of the evening. I think that's one of the things that is so cool about YouTube and about social media and the way that we connect as we do now, is that you have a network that just keeps expanding in a very interesting way, and you get to know people that you wouldn't have met otherwise. English seems like so much fun to hang out with. Yes, it does. We'll see how it goes. He says, we are very including people, untypical Norwegian, so to say. I love that. I feel as if I say that about myself very often too. I I'm very non-Norwegian in very many ways. Uh, so it's cool to meet other people that are just as open and including, because I feel like Norwegians have a tendency to not be that. We are very restrictive when it comes to who we like to hang out with, unless they're properly drunk, and the feel of stranger danger is very prominent in a lot of Norwegians. So whenever I meet people who are more open-minded and more including, that's definitely a breath of fresh air that I feel like Norwegians could definitely have more of. So I look forward to that. A real life of the party. Yes, I believe he will be. I can be like both parts of that. I have a tendency to draw back a bit if I'm in a, sorry, my chair is really squeaky. If I end up in a situation where there's a lot of people with extremely strong personalities that fight for the spotlight, then I will usually draw back a bit, just because I don't mind having the spotlight, but I don't want to fight for it. I don't like to fight for it. It doesn't really give me anything. So if there's a lot of strong personalities that does that, I will draw back and observe. Uh, and but if not, then I can definitely be very outgoing and very social. And I will be social if I draw back as well, but I would just let the people have their fight about the spotlight, and then I will join in when they figure out the rang of the order there. I have a lot of strangers in too. I mean, I'll talk to anyone, but I'm not very trusting of just anyone random. Me too, percent. I'm the same way. Yes, it definitely takes me a bit of time before I completely trust people. Um, and that's something that we've talked about before, Stephanie. And it doesn't really go back to only like horrible dating experiences, but in general, I think we've come to an age where we've been let down and we've been lied to and deceived. So not many times, but several times. And for every time that happens, it gets a little bit harder to take down that wall when you meet new people. So yes, it does take a little bit of time before I will completely open up to someone and trust them. But I can easily talk to anyone. That's really not a problem. I've always called myself an I always thought that I was an extrovert, but then I read Quiet. I don't remember the author of the book. And then I realized that I'm not an extrovert. I am an unshy introvert. Ingrid, did you read the meme that came on Yodel Norway today? Bus 4:30 p.m. versus the... No, I don't have Yodel. I've never used it. Stephanie, yes, generally guys in dating, friends, guys or girls, yes. But I can pretty much imagine what that meme looks like. Ida says nowadays it's hard to trust, but if I do, that means I really, really trust you. Yes. That I feel you there, I do. Anyway, Express New Region's pretty good, following them on Insta. Okay, I will check it out later. You can always send it to me if you find it again. That would be cool to see. But I'm pretty sure that I can imagine what it looks like. I've always been ESFG, but I'm finding a really toggle between E and I. What was it that I was again? I think I'm an ENFPA, if I remember that correctly. I would like to actually take that test again soon, because I haven't done it in a long time. So I love to be in a group, and I don't mind being the center of attention, but the older I get, the more I need alone time. Yes, I think alone time is very important. I definitely need that a lot. So I love being social. I love being around people, but I need my alone time. Use a scent. Okay, let's see. I have it right here. So let's see if it looks like what I imagined that it would look like. Can you guys even hear the music, by the way? I don't have it on that loud. I don't want it to be just like grabbing all the attention, but it was nice to have something in the background. Yes, that explains it very well. Stephanie, no, it's not in English, but it says, like Nori in a nutshell, Friday at 4:30 p.m. Will stand instead of sit down next to a stranger on the bus. And then it says Saturday at 3 a.m. puts a stranger's genitalia in your mouth. So. Oh, you can't hear the music. Okay. Then I can turn it up a bit. So yes, that explains Norwegians quite well. And I think it has a lot to do with the drinking culture that we have here in Norway as well. Uh, people are not really well when it comes to going out for just a couple of drinks during the week, but they will compensate for that by getting really hammered on the weekends, which is just dumb. Stephanie, I like when you send me Norwegian memes, even if I don't understand them. Lol, it's hilarious. Well, like I said to you, Stephanie, this is the problem with constantly shifting between Norwegian and English, and I do it all the time. Is that sometimes I just forget. I forget which language things are in, and I was just, oh, this is funny, and I will send it off, and I won't even realize it until you comment on it. Can you say the meme again? Okay, the meme was, oh, let me see. Oops. Let me find it again. It said something like Nori in a nutshell on the bus at 4:30 p.m. on a Friday. People will stand instead of sit next to a stranger on the bus. And then Saturday at 3 a.m. they will put a stranger's genitalia in their mouth. Yes, the whole getting so hammered in the weekends thing is just. I wanted to send you some funny ones in Spanish, but then I remember, oh, she won't understand this one. Well, I do have Google Translate though, so just send it and I will see what I can do. Love it. We are like here in the States too. But then again, well, I'm pretty sure it totally depends on where in the States you are. But whenever I've traveled to the US, it has felt very much like you are more open to talking to strangers at least. And especially when I was in Las Vegas and in San Francisco, I felt like people were very including and open-minded. Well, in Austin too, actually. He just said to me, "What, the Spanish or the Norwegian ones?" I always get as impressed every time you send me something in Norwegian. You do. That's so fun. Well, Stephanie, you should jump on a plane and come here next weekend too, and come along for the concert. Both. Okay. Good to know. So, Ingva, how often do you travel to Oslo? Oh my god, that would be too fun. I do want to go to Oslo. It would be so much fun. He says, yes, you should, Steph. Take a weekend in Oslo, or a week if you like. Take a week. I have a pull-out couch. You can stay here with me. Then you would only have to worry about the flights. But some of these guys mentioned also it's not the place to meet people. Well, it totally depends on who you go out together with. I will definitely take you out with me to some of the places where people are more open and chatty. Stephanie, you were in the group chat when you guys told me Nori's more for the sights. Lol, we'll see. Well, I think it kind of depends. I would not, as a tourist, uh, if it came to being social and meeting people, I would not travel to Norway during winter season. Just because people are so much more prone to staying inside, they're more grouchy. But now, when spring has arrived, people are so much happier and so much more including. And I find this to be fascinating. I don't know if it happens everywhere in the world, but it definitely happens in Oslo every year. As soon as the sun comes out and temperatures start to climb, like when you start to have double digits in Celsius degrees, Oslo is swamped with lovey-dovey couples. Where have all these couples been? Like, have they just met and are just on the spring high and fell in love very recently? Or are they couples who've been snuggled up in front of their TVs watching Netflix under the covers on their couch all winter long. David! Hey, you made it! Hi, David. What are you up to? Even if you want to see Norway, you don't go to Oslo, but if you will see the cities, do Oslo, Bergen, Stavanger, Trondheim, and a couple of cities in the northern Norway. Yes, I would agree. I would definitely stop by Oslo, but if you want to see what Norway has to bring to the table when it comes to nature, then Oslo is not the place. There are some beautiful sights here though, but many exclamations. I like the enthusiasm. There's so much love here. It's awesome. Christina totally blew up what you were saying with David is here. Lol. I know. He has that effect on people. I can't even remember what I was saying myself. Well, David, you're even closer by. You could come this next weekend for the concert. It would just be a very short plane ride. Oh, shucks. Huh? Concert? What concert? Uh, Ingve is coming to Oslo to support his friend that's in a band that's having a concert in Oslo this weekend. No, not this weekend. Next weekend. And he's invited me to come along and meet his friends, and he's invited Leif as well. And I was just saying to Stephanie, I was like, get on a plane, get over here, and we could totally meet and hang out and have fun that weekend. So, and then I'm saying it to you too, like you're so close by. It would be such a short ride over here. English in different part of Norway. Yes, in Bergen, right? Of course, not this. To this Oslo, it's must see as a capital, and most likely where you arrive and depart the country. Yes, Stephanie, I want to come. Then come. We're waiting for you. David says, I have always wanted to go to Norway. Well, come on, David. When we get on that plane, you can crash on my pull-out couch. Since it's my busy work time over the spring, I can't travel. It's a shame. Oh, by the way, David, I might be in London in the beginning of August. Just saying. It's so weird because I've been traveling so much lately. I definitely grown a bit addicted to the traveling because now I've come back from Bucharest and for the first time in a really long time, I don't have a plane booked for anywhere. in the near future or in the distant future even. So I, it's making me almost a bit. It's making me almost anxious, at least very restless, not to have a destination that I know that I'm going to soon. Diz, you're coming to London. I might be coming to London. Maybe. Possibly. We'll see. I'm considering going to Summer in the City, which take part in London. So we'll see. You guys are exactly the ones I want to meet. Christina laughing with David. Oh, and Robert. Yes. Oh, if Robert could be here too, that would be amazing. This is how Saint Tiffany. I think you, Christina laughing with Robert. They need to meet up somewhere in the world and have a party. It would be the best party ever. Ingrid says, I agree, I'm in. I'm in too. I'm so in. Well, hey, maybe. Well, Stephanie, can you travel in August? I mean, London would be a great place to meet up. And all the spouses would have to come too. What spouse? But yes, that would be nice too. I may be in Central America in August, but are you really going to London? I haven't booked the flights or the tickets yet, but I am looking at tickets at the moment. Will not ask Christina. Lol. Yeah. Best joke in a long time. I think that means Robert's wife. Yes. And David's too. Poor woman. She's like, who are all of these internet people that my husband hang out with in the middle of the night? Yeah, so I am looking at the tickets. The Summer in the City festival is from August 10th until the 12th, I think. I don't remember exactly, but it is around that weekend. So I need to check if I can get sort of an extended vacation if I'm going to stay for longer. So yeah. But I haven't been to London for a while, and it's really one of my go-to destinations. I love London. I've always felt very much at home there. And now I haven't been there since I was stranded there for 4 days after my Texas trip, when the British Airways system crashed and I was stuck there. So last May, and it feels like forever. Oh, sorry, David too. I forgot David. Sorry. Single and ready to mingle. You lots. Of course not me. I'm married and often harried. Is that right? I love that. I'm taken, but I do like bacon. Single and not interested in the mingle. What? Not even a little bit of mingling, Stephanie? Maybe we could find you like a proper nice Norwegian guy, then you could move here. Oh, sorry, vegan bacon. Okay, so we're done with the round. And I need some more ice cubes. Let me just... So I think I will go from the round and do the lively, the one that I have tried before, but I haven't tasted it in about half a year. So it would be interesting to see how I like it compared to what my taste buds have gotten used to. Look, I told me Norwegian men aren't shit either. Well, some of them are. I think you will be able to find shit men anywhere in the world. So, but I know girls who are with amazing Norwegian guys too. So they are out there. So what weekend is the concert? Yes, Amy answered that. Next weekend, Friday after 7 p.m. So yes, going from the round, which I'm not really sure what I think about the round. And then we're going to the lively, which is the one that I have tried before. Like I said, it's been a long time, so let's see how it feels on the taste buds this time around. And this one, it says elegant and floral with citrusy lightness like a soft breeze. And I think that's what I liked about it. It was a very light, summery whiskey that I enjoyed very much when I got it. And I got it around summertime as well, so I did drink it a lot during the summer. Oh, this is all crooked now. Yes, that is so much better than the round. It has much more of a punch to it, even though it's a very light and citrusy, nice whiskey. So yes. So Davey, are you asking because you're actually considering coming now? Because I'm getting excited just thinking about that. That would be so cool. And like I said, I mean it. I have a pull-out couch. There's room for you here. I would love to have you here in my home. And then you would only have to do like the flights. Get a cheap Ryanair ticket. It's so weird with this lively whiskey because even though I didn't drink it while I was in Texas, but because I bought it on my way home, it just brings me back to Texas in a way. Well, I may be sort of kind of looking. I was just having a little look on Skyscanner. Well, did you maybe sort of kind of find anything? It's weird how things you've tasted and things you've smelled will like instantly bring you back to other places. I have that very strongly when it comes to smelling things. I will definitely store memories to smells. But also I've started really having that with taste as well. And we tried something in Bucharest, which was sort of a drink or a shot. Some kind of liquor. I can't remember the name of it. I will find it later on. But we got it in this little, it looked like a little vial. And it smelled really sweet, but had sort of a sweet but bitter aftertaste. And the thing was that I immediately like recognized that taste as some kind of medicine that I took when I was a kid. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what kind of sick I was when I got it, but it tasted exactly like that. And then I was just transported back to being a tiny little girl and being sick. So, wasn't my favorite drink to drink there, but it was interesting to have that that internal journey into my childhood because of a drink. He said, "Oh, David, that would be awesome. It would be awesome. It would be so awesome. The most awesome ever would it be." I haven't been to a proper concert in a long time, I think. What was the last concert I was at? Oh yeah, it's not that long ago, shit. I was at one in Tønsberg, shit. Never mind. It's so tempting, but I have a few things coming up soon, so I'm not sure if I could. All spontaneous decisions, though. Do it. Do it. I'm gonna send you that, like, a gif of Zoolander going like, do it. Do it. Every day. And it's such a short way, too. It's easy to go for a weekend. Peer pressure, yes. Lots of peer pressure, no shame. And it's just because we love you. But it would be so much fun. Think of all the fun we would have. And I have a whole new bottle of Lafroig here. Who better to share it with than you? Then we can take the whole hangout, or not the whole hangout crew, but a big part of the hangout crew. We can bring them back here to my place and we can have a proper after party. He says, "Go, David, don't get Christina mad." It would take a lot to get me mad. At least, like, properly angry. I have I have a couple of my closest girlfriends who have said to me at several occasions that they're kind of waiting for the moment where they will see me properly mad, because it never happens. And Nori's biggest pub to pub crawl is on Saturday in Oslo. Yes, that's right. It's the shit. What's it called? I can't remember. Ivan, what is the name of it? It's completely slipped my mind. Is it Tom Waits? Stephanie, you sure know how to tempt a girl. Tom Waits, yeah. I've actually never done it, ever, because it has always fallen on the weekends where I've had my mom weekends, or something else has gotten in the way. But that weekend, I'm actually completely off. So maybe I will actually do that. Maybe I could bring my camera along too. That would be kind of fun. Have you ever done the Tomweiss before, Ingmar? That would be fun, at least the 5 first bars. Yes. No, never first time for me as well. Okay, so if I were to join, I wouldn't be the only newbie. And then David, you know, not to put even more pressure on you, but how will I properly know what would David do if he's not there when I do my very first bar to bar crawl or pub to pub crawl? Just saying. Yes, the live is still so much better. So much better than the round. Even when it's watered out a bit from the ice cubes, it has a lot more punch. Stephanie, do you guys ever go to music festivals or EDM festivals? I've been to a few music festivals, not many of them. We do have one in my hometown, which is a really nice one, or at least it used to be a really nice one. I went for a few years, but then for the last 2 or 3 years, I felt like the lineup wasn't really that impressive, so I decided to not go. So I haven't been to one for a while. Music Fest Bergen. I've heard that's a good one. I haven't been to that one. I haven't actually been to Bergen in forever. Stephanie says, nice. Yes, it is nice. David, are you being this quiet because you're booking a ticket? Oh, there we go. Haha. WWD, the live tour. I mean, it needs to happen, David. It needs to happen. Stephanie, what kind of music do you guys like? Any specifics? I have a very varied music taste. It totally depends on my mood. But a few of my favorites are Jason Mraz is definitely a favorite. I've seen him live 3 times now, 2 times in Norway, 1 in London, and he's one of the best live artists I've ever seen, and I just love his lyrics. He released a new single today, actually, which was really sweet. Rag and Bone Man is fantastic. Rascal Flatts. I have the lyrics of a Rascal Flatts song tattooed on my back. But I also I like old school rock as well, and classical music. So, like I said, it totally varies from day to day and the mood that I'm in. What kind of music do you listen to, Stephanie? Girlfriend's name from the live stream is Kaya. Yes, that is Kaya. So that was with me on the last live stream. She has an amazing singing voice. Just a phenomenal singer. And I love it. It always happens whenever we go out. If we get a bit beyond tipsy and I get a little bit emotional, she will always sing Smile by Nat King Cole for me. And it's a make it or break it with it. I'm either like at a point where it will just make me smile, or if we've already gotten home at that point and I'm at a bit of a vulnerable state, then it will definitely make me cry just because it's so sweet and so emotional. Ingrid says it depends on the mood. At work I listen to pop music, at home it varies a lot. I listen to metal rock. I've never been very on the metal side. I have a few metal songs that I like, but it's never really been my genre of music. But rock I really do like from time to time. Pop, blues, jazz, house. Oh, I love jazz. Like, jazz is so fantastic. Amy says not death or trash metal, but in the genre of Nightwish and similar. Yeah, then we agree on the metal part there. Like trash metal, it's never been my thing. I think it's something about because the lyrics are so important to me, and with really like heavy trash metal, I can't hear what they're singing, and that bugs me. All right, guys, we're done with the lively. Getting a couple of new ice cubes, and then we're gonna try the bold. Getting up. Oh. I realized that that's when you know that you're getting older, is that when you make noises every time you get up and sit down. Which I do. And then, as you might have seen on the Instagram, I discovered my first white hair today. I might have more than one though, but it's the first one that I've seen. So, guess it's a sign that I'm getting older, guys. So let's go for the bold, the intense and robust with a whack of spices. It will take you by storm. I would love to be taken by storm, so let's see if this one does it. He says exactly same here. Okay, so I'm not alone in the case when it comes to metal music. Interesting. David says, I like everything from Elvis Presley to Frank Sinatra, yet Jason Mraz also through to techno and house. Yes. And me too. I feel like it's the same thing with books and movies as well. I will always find things that I like in pretty much every genre, but there's always something shitty in every genre as well that I won't read or listen or watch. So it has a mildly smoky smell to it. But I'm not really sure. Oh yeah, okay, so it does have more of a smoky flavor than the regular Jameson or the lively one. But then again, because I like smoky whiskey so much, and because Lafroig is my go-to whiskey, whenever I taste something that is slightly smoky, I feel like it's a mild mock-up of Laphroaig, and I know that's really not an accurate way of like reviewing a whiskey, because not everyone will like that much of a smoky whiskey. I was surprised when I was traveling with my dad, because my dad, he's a sailor. He's worked on a boat. He traveled and started working on a boat when he was 16 or 17, and been a sailor for a long time. Then he worked at an oil rig offshore. So, like, he's a pretty like badass guy, and like proper old school sailor in many ways. And when I discovered Laphroaig and fell in love with that, I was so sure that my dad and I would connect because of that. I was so sure that he would love it too. And then we were traveling on a trip together, and I ordered one, and he asked me what I had ordered, and I said it is a Laphroaig, and and his reaction just caught me so off guard, because he made this face where it was so apparent that he does not like that whiskey at all. So I guess it was a don't judge the book by its cover moment right there. David, have you booked your ticket yet? No pressure. Okay, all the pressure, all the pressure, all the pressure. Because the thing is, if you're not coming, who's gonna look after me? Like, Yngve is a newbie as well, so he cannot take that responsibility. You have to. Yeah, but I'm not really sure what I think about this. It's slightly smoky, but not properly smoky. It feels like it's not trying hard enough. Hmm. Not really sure what I think about that one. Okay, so yes, because I guess David has participated in Tom Weiss a lot of times. No, I'm not guessing that, but I mean, I have a feeling that he can hold his drink better than I can. So, and British and pubs. So his experiences with pubs would be a lot more than I have. You get where I'm going with this, Ingmar. We all want the same thing here. This is, I'm looking into it. I'm looking into how feasible it is. So it's not a no. I mean, at the very least, I can hold your drink, even if I can't hold my own. Yeah, and then you can, afterwards, when I say, let's do one more glass of Laphroaig, then you can be the responsible one and say, Christina, I think we've had enough. Maybe. Possibly. Kind of. Oh, it would be so much fun. Yes, guys, what are you thinking about? I'm gonna finish this bold before we end this. I've learned that David doesn't stop before the bottle is empty. That is true. Even if the wine tastes shitty, he won't let it go to waste. And I respect that. I think we've had enough for let's stop. Enough for gin. You won't get me to drink gin though. Or maybe you would. Like, the thing is, I've tried gin a couple of times and haven't really liked it that much. But I've heard that, or people have told me that I probably just haven't tried the right kind of gin. So I don't know. But yes, like I was saying, my point. um, after this class, I'm probably gonna round up the live stream. If you guys are interested in doing like a hangout thing, then I'm totally up for it. Let me know. I can definitely start one and we can chat and hang out if you have the time and if you feel like it. Just say the word. And I can definitely picture us, David, with that last glass of Lafroig being like super drunk. But it would still be a great time. It would be an epic time. I mean, awesome. Awesome. Then we will do that. It's all in the mix. I used to be a barman, so I get you to like gin. It's all in the balance of iced gin to tonic with a squeeze of lime. Well, if you want to take that challenge, then I'm offering it to you, but you need to do it in person. That's all I'm saying about that. Which was the one that I'm drinking now. That is the, oh shit. The whiskey that I'm drinking now, that is the bold. The one with the whack of spices. Which isn't really that much whack in it, to be honest. But it's not a bad tasting whiskey. I was just expecting more of it. David, yeah, I'm up for a hangout tonight. I have some beer to open. Ha ha ha. Awesome. And I've never done a hangout from here before, so it's about time that we do that. I mean, I can't always be the queen of the hangout in someone else's hangout. I have to be the queen of my own hangout from time to time, right? Stephanie, what about you? Are you done with work for now? Are you up for a hangout? 2 beers and I'm already feeling good, so whiskey might be just you're at home though, right? I mean, you've done a hangout from home before, haven't you? Yeah. Yes, I am at home. But I've only participated in the hangouts from after uh, the live streams that Life has had, or Life has had, and so I've never done one after my own live streams. So that's what I meant. We should definitely have Robert along. Where is Robert? I'm guessing Stephanie's done with work unless they have a very open alcohol policy on Fridays in the workplace. Well, she's working from home today, so. Well, I will. Let me see. Whoop. Okay. I'm gonna get the Hangout set here, and then I get a link so I can send that to Robert as well, and see if he wants to join in on the fun. Would be fun to have him along as well. Let's see. Google Hangouts. Yes, where is Robert? I miss Robert. I haven't spoken to him in ages. Let's get Robert. I love that. I miss Robert too. I haven't spoken to him in forever. So I'm setting up, seeing a friend below. Okay, how do I do this again? Okay, new conversation, new group. So, do you have any good suggestions for what we're going to call this hangout? Come on, give me a good name for the hangout. Stephanie, I can't hang out tonight. Must check in on my granddad. Aw, that's a shame, Stephanie. Amy, which platform are we doing? I think I'm just gonna do like a Google Hangout. I've had some issues with Facebook, so I'm gonna try to make a Google Hangout, and I will make the link and send it here so you can all click it. If Google is fine with you guys. I can have about 6 hours, so just in case he goes to still up. Well, you never know. You never know. I'm hoping that that we're not, but you never know. Maybe we should just call the hangout call it Where is Robert? Christina's Happy Hangout Friday. I love that. Okay, let's do that. See. So how do I set this up without? Let's see. Huh. Is there anyone else who's really brilliant at this? 'Cause I can't. Can't seem like I can make like a hangout without doing an invite thing. New group. Okay, there we go. No, that's the wrong one. There we go. Pop this one out right here. Let me see. There we go. I now have a link. Let's see. Where was I? Okay, I'm not up 6 hours. That's for sure. Maybe it was sad, right? I'm done with work, but must go check on grandfather, taking food, etc. I won't be free for a few hours. If you guys are around in a couple of hours, call me on Messenger. I'll leave it on. Okay. I think we're all Facebook friends. Awesome. So here is the link. Let me know if it works. I will also add it to my Facebook page so that if anyone comes in later on and wants to join, you can definitely do so. Or you can find the link there if you get lost along the way. You see. If my browser would allow me to, there we go. Oh, my computer is lagging really bad right now. Okay. You can find us here. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go make a drink and get comfortable. I will see you all in Hangout in about 15 minutes or so. I'll be there. I'll message you if I get stuck. Awesome. Okay, I am too gonna just quickly get something to eat and fill up my glass. And I will see you guys there. I've posted the link on my Facebook page. Send me a message if you can't get in through the link. Then I will help you guys get to it. But yes, awesome. Okay, so, oh shit, what happened now? I lost my page here. What? What's going on? Ah! Okay, guys, so it was fun hanging out with you tonight. I'm so glad you got here. Eat a good night, guys. Behave. We will definitely try to behave as well as we can. Yes, something happened here, so I lost my place here. Let me see. Back into it. There. Everyone is wishing Ido a good night, which is so nice. Awesome. What is going on here? Okay, my computer is acting up. But okay, thank you guys for being here, and I will see you at the Hangout in about I will be there in about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, thank you guys for tuning in. Bye.